Hello, we're the Skull Crawlers, and we're going to walk you through our short, Attack of the Killer Elves. I'm Oren Punkilla, and this is...
I'm Kerry Thomas Cody.
So, we're going to get started. Here we go. Attack of the Killer Elves.
We're going to pause right from the beginning. This is aerial shot on a drone. Really cool. We don't get much snow in Oklahoma. It's really unpredictable. So we stopped what we were doing this day, this ice cold day, just so we could film these exterior shots and take advantage of this right here.
It reminds me of Gremlins, like the intro, the matte painting where you see the town and the snow and everything.
Yeah, also one of our main influences. On
Exactly.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I totally wasn't buying things last minute. Anyway, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Very excited about these special effects shots.
Yeah.
Also, we are pretty hyped to not have to really act in this one. But playing dead bodies is about as much acting as I want to do. The special effects were done by our friend Mariah Allison. She did a great job. Yeah, and she came prepared with the candy cane special effects stabbed in our heads. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out.
Yeah, super stoked because they look gnarly.
This is my favorite shot in the short. We had this light bar on a stand, and we used that in the hallways, or in the doorways to kind of shine a light through to simulate like a lamp being on or something like that. This is an Iron Giant toy that Oren bought that day. This whole shot was done just kind of like impromptu because I thought it'd be cool because it walks forward and stuff like that. I was like, well, what if we had misdirection and then the toy was walking out of the bathroom, which you can't really see.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
All right. So this is the first shot of the elf actually moving. Yeah, these are elves behaving badly.
Yeah.
Off-brand elf on the shelf because we didn't want to spend that extra cheddar on the real thing.
Yeah, the real thing's like $30 or some, maybe even way more than that. It was like 15 for two of these.
I think I had it tied to the handle of a ladle, and I just pushed it out of behind the TV and then pulled it right back out at the right second. So it's similar to the jump scare that we did in our first short, but I think it's just way cooler and way better. Oh, and so we had to really go out of our way to not show our dead bodies because we didn't want to sit there and act dead the whole night. This shot is really cool. The idea was originally supposed to be like a Krampus hand coming out of the bag, and we eventually changed it to Killer Elves because it was just more practical and gonna be easier. And it's supposed to simulate like a Krampus bag or a Santa bag or something like that. We put the Iron Giant into the bag, and it's just let
it go in auto and just
it was
move
just punching.
around. Yeah.
So it made it seem like there was an elf crawling around in there. That was our idea, at least.
So for this, I was inspired by Pulp Fiction. The briefcase, when you open it up, shines up in bright yellow light. I want to recreate that. We just stuck a light with a gel inside the bag, and
so our goal for the lighting on this one was just to be as
Christmassy as possible.
Yeah, Christmassy as we can make it. Our goal wasn't to make it look realistic or anything like that. And so that green light in the bag, I think, is definitely one of the coolest parts of the short as well.
So I'm gonna pause it real quick. So when we throw the elf, when he looks in the bag and throws the elf, we had him holding the bag, and then me placed under him, throwing the elf at his face.
So this was the hardest shot to make it look cool. Obviously, action shots are gonna be hard. Initially, we just had a one take where he was just holding the elf on his face and then like moving around like this.
Yeah, because there originally
it was
a static shot of him just moving around the kitchen, and that was it, and then throwing it into the microwave.
Yeah, it was long and it was awkward and
Yeah.
didn't actually look like the thing was stuck on his face. It looked like he was holding it there because he was.
Yeah.
We actually had to do a reshoot later that week or the next day or something like that. The tight shots on the legs really went a long way. And I'll die on this hill. I hate the dancing.
I fought for the dancing.
Yeah, this is Oren's directorial debut, so I was like, all right, this is your movie, man, but I do not like it.
I wanted a joke to break it up a bit because, I mean, Christmas horror, like, you can't really do a straight up scary Christmas movie. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Everybody's favorite shot when they tell us.
I will admit, I was wrong. Everybody loved the feet. They all died. They all rewinded it, watch it over and over again. And so, yeah. I'm glad that it got put in there, but man, it kills me.
Oh man.
Okay, so this shot took a lot of problem solving. Initially, we wanted the elves to throw like a lasso or like a noose around his neck and pull him down. And no matter how many times we tried it, we could never make it look organic.
Yeah.
And the worst part is we didn't get any takes of him falling that didn't have the noose around his neck. And so if like you pause it, I'm pretty sure you can see like the lights around his neck, but it doesn't make any sense. So we tried to like cut out as much of that as possible and just make that scene that shot super short, to where just like all we hear is him like hitting the ground. This shot was really cool. I'm glad that we got this.
Yeah.
And so now the noose is around his neck. The elves are pulling him towards the Christmas tree, and we did the red light there to kind of simulate him dying and getting killed. This shot was actually kind of hard to get because I had to push his feet and slide him to, I don't know, just a couple feet. I'm pretty sure, Mikey, weren't you like standing directly over him?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so she's doing a top-down shot, just literally like standing over him as I was pushing his legs under her legs.
I hope you get lots of presents.
Okay, so this is pretty funny. In order to make the candy cane sharp, I literally, I was sucking on it for like 20 minutes just to get it a nice point, and all just for this shot. It was so hard to do, and every time I did it, it was just too sharp and it would break. So I had to do it so many times.
Isn't the only reason you had to do that because every time you try to do it with a knife, you would break it?
Yeah. I tried to carve it like
Yeah.
a shank in prison, and that didn't work. It kept breaking off. And so I was like, there's only one way to do this. So I was like, ah! I cut a hole in the back of the elf here, and I put a chopstick through it, and I literally sewed the candy cane onto his hand. And so I had the chopstick here. I was holding the elf up like this and just making his hand go down like this with the chopstick like that. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see like there's blood on the end of the candy cane. And we literally like cut the bottom of a cup like this and just put some fake Halloween blood in there and just dipped it back in there. And that's where the blood was dripping from. This was a part of the reshoot because we didn't get anything to kind of show like the elves actually doing anything. And I thought that was a must-have. And so we came back, we shot it in front of the tree, just a real tight shot, and it looks pretty cool.
And then we have the reveal of the elf he threw into the microwave. That's why it's all black and burned up.
We actually had to shoot that shot in reverse and
Yeah.
start right on the camera and then bounce back out, and then we just flipped it in post. It's really the only way to get it like right in focus. The ending is a lot of fun as well. I don't even remember how we decided to do like a Christmas card thing, but it's brilliant. So we got the elves over there, and then the charcoal in our hands or in our laps and stuff like that with the bows on it. I thought that was pretty fun. And then of course we got to flex these special effects that we still have. Those look great as well. We walked around with them on our face all night long.
Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. that was our friend Matt. That shot was inspired by him actually coming in during one of our takes. So we're like, do that again and say, hey guys, sorry I'm late. And that's how that happened.
We have the credits. This is Mikey's idea. Elf puns, or I guess not really puns, but putting elf in everybody's name.
And again, the sound effects are all from Artlist. The elves laughing. We just but put it in the search bar, and it brought up a bunch of like elves laughing, little kids laughing, and that's what we used for all of that. From conception to like filming and editing, we had this whole thing done within 3 weeks, and we wanted it done by Christmas Eve, which I think we had it done. I don't know, like almost a week prior to that, and so we just like to do that. We like to have ourselves a tight deadline.
Yeah.
I don't know. We work well under pressure.
I think I'm impressed most by the turnaround, like you said, 3 weeks. We all met, came up with the idea, wrote a script, and then shot it in like 3 weeks turnaround. Like, that's crazy. Like, even shooting it in one night, like the majority of it was insane.
We got a lot of great response from it on Christmas Eve and Christmas. It got shared a ton. Yeah, really proud of this one.
Yeah. Skull crawlers. Out.